means a lot to myself and the ownership group and our staff and everything that's had something to do with the Goldrush Guru. It really means a lot. I was asked in the mounting yard on Saturday just after the race whether it had sunk in or not, and it had straight away. You know, you build towards these occasions, and a lot of work goes in. Yeah, when he crossed the line, you just sort of know what you're in for, and yeah, it's a wonderful occasion for us. I was confident the horse was sort of where we wanted him to be. You know, it's a big race, and there's a lot that can happen in running, and we didn't perhaps get as much luck as we could have coming out of the straight. Then Jamie sort of found a lovely spot and had the horse settle, which is key to the race. So I was confident in the horse giving his best. Sometimes your best isn't good enough, but it was on Saturday.
It's a great feeling to have won the VRC Derby. This year was the 171st running of it, and to win it was amazing, and to have Jamie Kah ride it was terrific as well. And the last one I was involved with, Rebel Raider, that was the first female jockey to ever win the VRC Derby, and that was Clare Lindop, who's still involved in racing in South Australia and done a great job. So for both of them to come from South Australia and to both ride our horses has been fantastic.
Early in the piece, the stable hand said he's extremely aerobic for a big horse. If he makes a slight mistake, this is the early day, it's like it corrected itself in a flash. And for a horse that big, they thought he could be something different.
Yeah, and one other comment was, Leon said to us going back, say 6 weeks ago, he said, this horse is better than Gold Guru, he'll win the Vic Derby. That's a true story, that's what Leon said. There's nothing better than coming to Victoria, winning a big race and taking that Victorian money back to South Australia. So yes, it's a challenge of course, but if you've got a good enough horse, it's not that far away.
He actually exceeded expectations on Saturday. There was a little bit of questions going into it about how he'd react to Flemington. There's a lot more going on there than here, and like you say, he can be quite full on here on race days, but he took everything in his stride so well. He got a bit rowdy. There were other colts there, and they all sort of like to talk to each other, and they can get a little bit noisy, but he was a perfect gentleman and took it all in his stride really well. There's no words really, it was so exciting. It's the sort of thing that it was hard to process at the time that it was actually happening. Watching him cross the line and actually understanding that it was our horse was just so exciting.
We've had a lot to do with the derbies over time, and Rebel Raider was probably the last VRC derby that Leon trained. That was in 08. So to come out and win this year, it's very satisfying for everybody.